I know I got a few subscribers from Asia and all that. So if you're from Asia, you know what I'm saying, give me a holler. But yeah, a whole lot of shit's been going on the last couple of days, man. I just took a day off because the big deal yesterday was Ghislaine Maxwell being arrested. You know what I'm saying? Jeffrey Epstein's mistress or one of the head women or something like that, like the women that got all the girls together and all that. Yeah, she got busted. That was like the thing that exploded the internet yesterday. Huh, what's going on with my camera? Oh wow, my camera's like all blurry and stuff. Oh well, so my camera might need some work, but yeah. I wonder who's online right now. Doesn't seem to be anybody online, but yeah. I want to talk about Jeffree Star, man. Jeffree Star might get into the big drama of his own. And as you notice, he's been real silent during this whole like Shane Dawson expose, man. Like he ain't said peep, man. Like he ain't said a word defending Shane Dawson. He ain't said a word shitting on Shane Dawson. No, he just kept it on the down low on social media because he might have some dirty laundry of his own. Which I'm going to show you here from Sanders Kennedy. I recommend watching this dude. Like, he's on top of the whole Shane Dawson drama and all that. He just dropping, like, hot new info, man. What's going on between Dawson and Jeffree Star. But it turns out Jeffree Star actually hit a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, he actually, like, assaulted a woman, like, 14 years ago. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, him, like, he or she claiming a trans identity, they'll be able to get rid of that rather than be like a heterosexual straight male.
Snaps? I wish the would. So basically, we were in New York, and this girl was out.
Oh, come on. Now I got the ass play.
Hey guys, welcome to Forward.
So awesome.
We're a new type of doctor's office that's providing preventative primary care. We've got
Was asking Shayla about lip injections. Shayla looked at her entire face and said, your face is disproportioned. Now, why would a grown woman tell another grown woman something that disgusting and ugly unless she was an insecure rat herself? Deceased. There's one thing I will not tolerate, and that is a liar. Shayla, why are you tweeting me? That's exactly what you said! You literally looked in that girl's eyes and said, your face is disproportionate.
He comes off as a narcissistic scumbag. Ugh. He reminds me of so many people in LA, man. Just straight up narcissistic, self-absorbed scumbags like this guy. Good lord, man. I could just feel the ickiness coming out of his body language immediately.
You need lip filler, and you were so evil, it made my stomach sick.
Now, I did get on Twitter and I said I'm gonna embarrass someone really badly. I don't like embarrassing people, but I can't make people say things. I can't rewind time and say, get on Snapchat and say this and make yourself look stupid years later. She should have just sat there and ate her Cheddar Bay biscuits like the best of us, but she decided not to. She decided to get involved, and Am Reezy went off on Shayla and brought up Jeffree Star's drama with Shayla and kind of co-signed, and there also is a
yeah, I'm not gonna get into all of that, but yeah, man. Alright, here goes more drama with Jeffree Star.
You got served that you deserve.
Well, it looks like you're
what? Another ad? I wonder who's online right now. Is my boy
Hey guys, welcome to Forward.
here?
We're a new type of doctor's
Yo, what is up, everybody? I see I got 3 people watching right now. What's happening, everybody? We're talking about Jeffree Star.
Now, one of the really cool things about Forward
Exposed, you know what I'm saying? He ain't really said nothing about this whole Shane Dawson drama. So here's the reason why he might be quiet.
Wrong, Am Reezy. I'm sorry, but Jeffree didn't put her in her place. He just used you to make you look like a puppet. And I think that's something that is another pattern for people. Jeffree.
Yep, user, man. Him and Shane Dawson, total users. So it turns out like him and Shane Dawson worked together with Tati to cancel James Charles. And now Tati exposing all of them, and why should I care about all of this? But it just shows like YouTube just has double standards, you know what I'm saying? Like folks like folks like Stefan Molyneux would be banned just for saying a different opinion, but you got dudes like Shane Dawson who's making pedophilic jokes and having Jeffree Star who's admitted to beating women. I mean, seriously, it's like a two-tier system of justice for YouTube. I mean, seriously, it's all out of hand. But yeah. Before that, I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna move on to this hilarious story about Black Lives Matter about the Premier League backtracking their support of Black Lives Matter. Because because it turned out like Black Lives Matter was protesting Israel, like the Israeli occupation of Palestine and stuff. And as soon as that hit, like the warning signs and the owners was like, oh damn, we gotta like backtrack now, man. We can't be all full support of Black Lives Matter. They're going after the chosen people. You can't go after them. So now the EPL is like backtracking from the Black Lives Matter movement when they should have done their research and see that Black Lives Matter is a Marxist front. I mean, it says so on their website. I mean, nobody ever goes on the Black Lives Matter website. It's specifically anti-Western culture, anti-family, and anti-male, no matter the race. But yeah, this is hilarious. After the tweets they're posted, it was a shame the sentiment on the black was not getting tangled up with these organizational issues. That was nonsense for the group to defund the police. Oh man, yeah. The thing is, like the UK, yeah. The thing is, like defund the police wouldn't mesh well with the UK because they don't have the police brutality issues in the United Kingdom like we do in the United States. But damn, man, all these cats had to do was look at their website. You can tell what Black Lives Matter and the people around it are all about. I mean, one of their main people is Linda Sarsour, who's a known Palestinian activist, who's known anti-Israel. I mean, people don't really look up this shit. They just see, these cats just be on social media, on their Instagram, seeing like LeBron James saying like Black Lives Matter across the pond, and then they pick up like, oh damn, I'm on for Black Lives Matter too. And I mean, then the other cats catch it on in Europe, like, oh, Europe for Black Lives Matter too. And then they don't even do any research into the organization, because I'm not really down with the organization. I'm down with the movement as a sentiment, but as an organization, it's just a form for communism or socialism, communism, whatever y'all want to call it. At the end of the day, it's all Marxism or statism. Oh the serious tweet about Palestine. See, as soon as you go after Israel, that's when everything starts shutting down. You can't bring up Israel. You can't bring them up. Oh yeah, look at this. This is the article like football and Black Lives Matter don't mix. But yeah, like it just doesn't work in the UK context. It's an American issue. I don't know why these cats brought an American issue to the UK, which is a more tolerant place. I mean, there's a lot more mixing in the United Kingdom than it is in the United States. Yet they brought this divisive issue across the pond over there. I swear, it's just people just get caught up in the hot trend and don't really look at anything. As you see, like Sky Sports, UK broadcasters, they flash the Black Lives Matter messages in graphics during ad breaks, while anchors and told somber monologues about the need to educate ourselves about racism and those of most middle-class Black life and self-flagellation, self-aggrandizement, display of contribution. I'm angry at myself now. I made it one of the times. What can a man of 60 plus do more for the cause? What indeed? Everybody was trying to be like so woke and shit, but then like yeah. And then I think Patrice Evra. He caught a hold of what Black Lives Matter avowed, and was him and the other soccer player Jamie Redknapp. Those are the first two in ditching the Black Lives Matter badge after seeing that it was a front for hate, and it's a very divisive movement, as you see. Him, Evra, and another ex Manchester United player. That's my squad, by the way. Gary Neville. We're all not wearing badges on Sky Sports last night. The Premier League distances himself from movement after he. Oh God! Oh, I gotta go. Yeah, because the thing is, like, a lot of Black Lives Matter leadership can be construed as anti-Semitic. You know what I'm saying? Because they do use like a lot of anti-Israeli tropes and all that, about like Zionism and all that. I mean, to be real with me, like, you can criticize Israel without being anti-Semitic. It's just a fine line, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes a lot of them do push into the anti-Semitic range, to be honest with you. But players in yesterday's match still took the knee for a kickoff at Black Lives Matter on streets. I heard Sky Sports Mike Redburn was still wearing Black Lives Matter's badge, so it's like a mixed message. Criticize Israel, call for the sea. Yeah, defund the police just doesn't work in the UK context. Because we're not heard like in the UK context, their left actually wants more funding for the police. I mean, because the UK basically is a police state, really. I mean, they have a lot less freedoms than the US does. But yeah, I mean, it's just so funny. The extreme tweet from BLM UK. Now they're feeling the heat from Black Lives Matter activists on social media. Mostly like these champagne socialists on Twitter. Like, it's been besieged by emails and letters complaining that supporting Black Lives Matter is anti-Semitic, according to the pressure surrounding the partnership. Yeah, it's just, yeah, man, people just don't pay attention, man. Don't do any research at all. Just take everything at surface value, and then, like, once they find out what the organization is really about, they have to make embarrassing bad. Oh, yeah, that guy just strong support Black Lives Matter, by the way. But yeah, I want to talk about. I also want to talk about this girl that got fired from The Lot. The Lot. Her name is damn, I forgot her name. Yeah, Claira Janover. Yeah, she was the girl that made a viral video threatening to stab anyone saying all lives matter. And the funny thing is, the video went viral, and then she claimed she had been fired. Said Trump supporters took job away from her. See, like, she tried to play like she was the victim after she herself made a video that can be construed of as a threat. See, not 100% sure if she's joking or not, but you could say she was joking, but you could use like the whole fire thing, you know what I'm saying fire in a crowded theater. But yeah, her company, The Lot, got a hold of it and then gave her the sack. I'm gonna use the British term. Gave her the sack. That's what's called getting fired is in England. They call it getting the sack. The Lot canceled the internship owing to their policy against violent threats. See, she thought this type of video was only going to be seen by her bubble, but she didn't catch that. Like, a lot of people from outside the bubble will like want to catch on to this and then like try to like cancel her back. You know what I'm saying? Basically as a way to counter like the left's counterculture, because a lot of Trump supporters really are, like, a lot of MAGA guys really are right-wing SJWs. Like, they use the left's own tactics against them, like the whole cancel tactics. And The Lot got a hold of this, and The Lot like, nah, we don't need hateful people like her in our company, so they cut their losses. I don't blame them. It's a private company. I mean, they have a right to have people who are like moderate in their views, you know what I'm saying, who aren't extremists. And she came across as a bit extreme. Even if she said she was joking, but look at her body language when she speaks it. If this video can play. Oh, look at that. Just Maxwell. I don't know. Prince Andrew look like he's gonna be in some deep trouble. I wonder if he has diplomatic immunity because he's a prince. I don't know what kind of deal the Queen was gonna make with the U.S. government on Prince Andrew, but that man is in some deep ass trouble. As is some dude named Dershowitz. But yeah, hopefully they'll show the video of Claira Janover.
Next person who had.
I don't know. This doesn't look like a very joking manner.
The sheer nerve.
Her body language doesn't come off as like she's joking.
Sheer entitled caucasity to say all lives matter.
Nah. From what I'm seeing, man, she's just trying to be woke.
I'm gonna stab you, and while you're struggling and bleeding out, I'm gonna show you my paper cut and say, my cut matters too.
And then the nerve of this girl to act like she's the victim. Girl, get out of here. I mean, these type of people just take no responsibility for anything. They're seriously, like, she's very coddled, especially considering like she went to Harvard. She's one of the privileged few, but she's acting like she's a victim. I mean, who are you a victim of? Seriously, what are you a victim of?
The sheer nerve, the sheer entitled caucasity to say all lives matter. I'm gonna stab you. I'm gonna stab you.
Yeah.
And while you're
she clearly made that for her
out,
look like little like bubble. You know what I'm saying? Like those college educated people who try to sound like they're all woke. Like whoever's trying to sound the wokest out of each other. She was playing to that crowd, but folks outside the bubble caught it and then ran her out to social media, which, I mean, yeah. It's a private company. They can basically do what they want, and having someone like her is not really good for their company's image. And look at her acting like she's the victim. If the video can load. 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 Damn, man, I'm surprised CSK Bane showed up today. Oh, look at her, and now she's a victim. Look at her. Oh, poor me. I'm a victim. Because I threatened to slash people. I was just joking. Why they don't have a sense of humor? Poor me. Playing a victim. Get out of here.
My job.
The audacity. Yeah.
Away from me.
The female audacity of this woman.
I have gotten.
I mean, she could really be getting death threats. We are in a crazy environment now.
It was.
Look at her looking at her like she's a victim now.
Doesn't make me future.
You weren't your own future, sister. You shouldn't have posted that video. You should have came off as extremist. Now you're learning some consequences to your actions. See? Now you learn there's consequences for your actions. You thought you was going to get away with it, you know what I'm saying? Get a lot of clout on social media, but nah. I mean, you're playing a different game now.
I've decided to come for my life.
Yeah, she's trying to play the victim to get money. It's all a grift. I mean, you all know it's a grift. That's pretty wrong because their company threatening violence. See, she wasn't thinking, man. I mean, seriously. I mean, here's what the company said. The lot unequivocally stands against the legacy of systemic bias, racism, and unequal treatment that continues to plague our communities. We encourage and support our colleagues to speak out against the issue of critical importance of society. Our policies strictly prohibit invoking or threatening violence. And the way she came off was she did threaten to cut people's necks. I mean, you said it. It came out of your mouth. You can't backtrack that now. Oh man, she's trying to play like she's a victim. Okay, so see, look at it. I mean, look at this. She's a Harvard graduate. She's one of the most educated, most privileged, educated people in the country. She's in the top 1%, but she tries to play it off like she's the victim. Like in the original clip, she can be heard the next person who had the sheer nerve, the sheer doubt or caucasity to say all lives matter, I'm going to stab you. It's a controversial slogan that has risen in response to Black Lives Matter protests. Look at this tweet. Be sure to say this for C. Janover, send it to anyone who attends an employer. Obviously, she would be willing to commit workplace violence for anything that upsets her. Oh man, look at these people playing the victim. Harvard senior Claira Janover threatened to stab anyone who says all lives matter. Will liberal colleges and universities ever teach students that speech equals violence? I mean, like, this is the George Floyd powder keg, man. It's just driven people just up a violent edge now. It's like, this is serious, like, up the edge now, man. It's just insane. And, oh yeah, and Brie Larson, she's getting a flat tire. Oh yeah, I'm gonna talk about Brie Larson's new YouTube channel after this. Another Twitter user wrote, "There's something in the water these crazy liberals drink." I mean, seriously, it's just a competition for these folks. I mean, because the thing is, I gotta tell you, Claira Janover only hangs around people of her certain sect. I mean, it's all class signaling. I mean, like, she's basically signaling to, like, her upper educated, most likely mostly white friends. Like, she's one of their set, and basically trying to shit on people who's outside of that set, that caucasity, like your lower, like, non-educated white person. That's why she went after Trump supporters, because Trump supporters tend to, I mean, they mainly tend to not have, like, college degrees, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a bigger number in that set compared to her set, which tend to have upper college degrees. I mean, this is all really is a class war masquerading as a racial war. I mean, if y'all really pay attention. And as you see here, she's having a GoFundMe fund. It's just grifting. It's just pathetic grifting. But yeah, last but not least, I'm going to talk about Brie Larson's new YouTube channel. And oh my lord.
And go off for him, and then now things come out, they look like Boo Boo the Fool. And
yeah. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties on my live stream again. Huh? Oh yeah, I love that. Not anymore, man. I mostly watch AEW now.
If you've been putting off seeing a doctor because you're stuck at home, or you're just too busy, you should check out Forward. Forward is a healthcare membership that pairs amazing doctors.
I really gotta work on this. Yeah. Brie Larson. It's gonna cause a whole, I mean, oh yeah, all the anti-SJW channels gonna pop out the woodwork talking about Brie Larson. Brie Larson. Brie Larson. I mean, to be honest with you, it's just a way for people to get, like, a lot of clout, a lot of views. I mean, like, the quartering does it all the time, you know what I'm saying? Basically, just talk about what any popular, like, SJW topics that's popping right now. He talks about it. He gets the views. He gets the money. I mean, it's a cool way to make a living off of YouTube. So yeah, this is Brie Larson, her first YouTube video. And Brie Larson is one of the most toxic people in Hollywood today. I mean, she even pissed off War Machine. How did he piss off Don Cheadle? I mean, the thing is, Don Cheadle is another woke left-wing actor, and she got on his last nerve. She pissed the whole Avengers cast off.
Hi, I'm Brie Larson.
And Brie Larson didn't even have that much film time on Avengers Endgame, but she managed to piss the whole cast off with her attitude. And her attitude just pissed everybody off during the run-up to Captain Marvel, which came out right before Avengers Endgame. They did that for a reason. They know that movie wouldn't sell without the Avengers tie-in, you know what I'm saying? Because if it was just Brie, I mean, it just went with Brie Larson basically acting like an entitled little, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wouldn't have sold as well.
An actor, you might know me from Captain Marvel, or maybe you know me from nothing. Maybe you just randomly from the algorithm clicked on this, but regardless, hello, I'm starting a YouTube channel. Why am I starting a YouTube channel?
Look how many downloads this video's getting.
YouTube has been a place that I have learned so much.
Oh wow, I gotta give it a downvote too. I don't like her at all.
Or it's been watching like how to be a considerate activist. This is like the place to talk about things that
no, this is gonna be activist
content, that there's ways for me
to express we're tired of folks like you telling us what to do.
Inclusive content. So with all that said, the following video is just me getting warmed up and feeling this out and
we're getting really tired of celebrities who are the 1% who live in exclusive lifestyle in gated mansions with our security telling us how bad life is. Seriously, telling us like we're in the hellscape, telling us what to do, telling us how to think. Seriously, we're tired of you. You cats are trying to act like y'all royalty and shit, but y'all not. In this pandemic, oh, what's up? Help you? Yeah, and these actors, man, this just gets on my nerves. I mean, they're trying to tell us. They're just trying to tell us lower class people what to do. I mean, person from their high horse. I mean, most of these cats come from glass houses, and they tend to be awful people. Like, I live in Hollywood. I'm around these people. There are very few, like, really down-to-earth, cool people in Hollywood. Very few. That's a funny comment. Wait, Brie left comments on? Oh, I'm sorry for what you're about to see. I'm gonna type Leafy. I'm gonna type Leafy on the comments. If this thing can load. Leafy is here. Oh man, Leafy is here. Oh man, I wanted the Leafy is here. Leafy is here. Oh man, look at her fangirls popping out. Recommend Larson is Captain Marvel collab. Don't listen, she has bad advice. The YouTube goes back to 2016, 2018 type reader and disregard Carver because I guarantee she's gonna be 20. Oh, of course she's gonna be in a 2020s rewind. Come on, I mean, she's one of those mainstream accepted artists, but of course she's one of the two. Oh, look at this. Teresa Page is done with Jeffree Star. So it looks like Jeffree Star is throwing Shane under the bus because Trisha Paytas is one of Shane Dawson's biggest closest friends. So yeah, this hot mess is mad at Jeffree Star. So Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star might not be a thing no more. Yep, I am, man. Only I think I'm like 90 away now. I'm like 90 away from 20K, man. Man, we're so close. First name, last name. What's happening, man? And what do you need help on, CSK Bay? Yeah, look at these comments. YouTuber becomes celebrity. Celebrity becomes. It's like everybody. I mean, this whole like coronavirus lockdown thing has basically equalized a whole lot of shit, man. I mean, it basically equalized the entertainment industry because people are now knowing YouTube is where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Like all the late night hosts are on YouTube, but the thing is, like, they're not really. The late night hosts are not really fitting on YouTube like they did back when they had the studio, back when they had the audience. Basically, they needed an audience replies to give them like affirmation for their viewpoints. But you know what I'm saying? If they don't have the audience for their affirmation, then they really get exposed. Like, look at Bill Maher on YouTube getting his ass handed to him by Dan Crenshaw. If this was filmed in Bill Maher's studio, he would have had the crowd, like, you know what I'm saying, boo what Dan Crenshaw has said to support Bill Maher's viewpoint, and he would have the audience clap to basically give affirmation to Bill Maher's viewpoint. But without that, in a one-on-one with a guy as intelligent as Dan Crenshaw, he got completely owned. But yeah, like people like Bill Maher, who YouTube prefers to promote because he's corporate safe, he's advertiser friendly for the most part, and they're not gonna really rock the boat. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the corporate media is not really looking to rock the boat. They want to keep it safe. They want to keep it. I mean, the thing is, they're placating to the woke crowd now because the woke crowd tends to be really loud, and they tend to have these campaigns against the corporations. You know what I'm saying? Basically, to deplatform, like take away their advertisement. But they know where the money is, and pretty much